All right, hi. Good afternoon. This is CC Cycle 1, Week 21. So, three more weeks. Yay! I'm excited. Okay, I'm just gonna go through real quick and see how quickly we can get this done. We had something special today. We had a um, geologist hobbyist, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what you would call him, but geology hobbyist who came and shared about um, rocks and minerals. And so that was a lot of fun. And it really pulled all of the science experiments that we did together that I butchered. So thankful for him. For timeline today, we talked about World War II. So I'll show you the science. So we did World War II, and President Franklin D. So D. Roosevelt. What's R? Okay. So World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Um, Stalin, for that mustache he has, Stalin of the USSR and the Kashin massacre. So this is the sign for murder or execution or something. So Kachin, and then this is the sign for like a large crowd. Um, the United Nations formed. Boy, I feel like this is really hard to see. The United Nations formed. So we just link our fingers together. The Cold War. We've done that sign before. Um, Gandhi. We made a G pointing to the left. Gandhi and India's independence. Jewish state, Jewish state established, and Mao. We did the M. Mao and communist victory in China. So, all right, that's it. Um, so I'll go fast for you guys. So World War II and President Franklin D. Roosevelt's Stalin of the USSR and the Kashin massacre. United Nations formed. The Cold War. Gandhi and India's independence. Jewish state established. Mao and communist victory in China. Okay, moving on. We did the associative law for addition and the associative law for multiplication in math. And we sang them both to the same tune. And that tune goes like this. The associative law for addition goes something like this. Open in parenthesis, A plus B, closing parenthesis, plus C equals A plus opening parenthesis, B plus C closing parenthesis. And the same thing. The associative law for multiplication goes something like this. Opening parenthesis, A times B, closing parenthesis, times C equals A times opening parenthesis, B times C closing parenthesis. And then I'm trying to think if we did anything special for that. Oh, I erased and had them just try to sing the tune without the facts there, without the sentence there, the number sentence there, or equation. You know what I'm saying. History. Tell me about the exploration of Canada. Continued from last week where we did Dominion of Canada, and it used the tune for what was the tune? or no, it was this song. I'm sorry, I'm getting my geography mixed up. So for history this week, we sang it to the history song, and we didn't do anything special. We didn't do hand motions. We just erased the words and had them fill them in, and talked a little bit about the geography and how that tied into our geography from this week and last week about the Dominion and the waters, and just kind of chuckled at this sentence, how none of it was just weird, how there were 3 different facts all smushed into one song this week. So yeah, that was it for that. So for Canadian waters this week for geography, that's where we continued our tune from week 20, and we did it to the tune of Smushing Up a Baby Bumblebee, that one. So it forgive me, I am slow tonight. We did it to the tune of Yankee Doodle, if you recall from last week. So it had nothing to do with Canada, it had everything to do with the United States, but it worked well with this song. Let me sing this week's. It goes Canadian Waters. I can't remember the tune. Hold on. I have to sing it from the beginning. Let me start from last week and I'll tie in this week and then we'll just pull it all together. So, Yankee Doodle. Dominion of Canada, Ontario, Quebec. Now I'm forgetting. Wow. Dominion of Canada, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Dominion of Canada, Canadian waters, Great Bear Lake, Great Slave Lake, Hudson Bay, Baffin Bay, Labrador Sea. Wow, bear with me, guys. I'm almost done. What are 5 circles of latitude? For this week, we just did 5 circles of latitude are Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and then we came down here. We just did Tropic of Capricorn, and then we spun in a circle and we just did Antarctic Circle. For English, we sang that to the tune of Baby Bumblebee, and we were talking about helping and linking verb to be. So we just sang it like this. So a helping and a linking verb to be. Am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. We just sang it through a few times, and I had them balance on one leg, balance on the other leg, jump back and forth between legs, and that was pretty much it. Sang through it a few more times. And then for fourth declension noun endings, again, I reminded them, how can we remember that? Us, like us two, and us two over here. So there's 4 of us. So us, oos. And we just sang that to the song, and just us, oos, ooey, ooh. Us, oos, ooey, ooh. Us, oos, ooey, ooh. Singular fourth declension. Oos, ibis, oos, ibis. Oos, ibis, oos, ibis. Oos, ibis, oos, ibis. Plural fourth declension. For fine arts, we played through Bach. Discussed him a little bit, did the timestamp, stopped it and talked about the music, and then played through it a few more times. And during those time frames, we either just did some free drawing. First I had them just sit and listen. Second time through, we swapped. Some sat in the beanbag and others did some free drawing or coloring a picture of Bach that I brought in. And then we swapped and did that again. So, and that was it. And we forgot to talk about, I just realized I'm writing it down for next week right now. We forgot to talk about the end of the year presentation and what might be something of interest to the students to present. So, can you say something to your children, please? And I'm going to just ask them, is there something you really liked this year that you think would be fun to present to other people? And I'm going to brainstorm and I'm going to write it on my notes so that we talk about it next week. So, and I think other than that, I don't have any other things that I needed to mention. So I'm just looking over my notes real quick. Yeah, I think that's it. So, all right, you guys, you have a great week. Bye.